Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about how to create freedom in your life. Hopefully you'll enjoy this video and it'll provide you some value-packed information. Let's get on with the video. Hey guys, welcome back to this channel. It's Zeb Summers here, and today we're going to be talking about how to create freedom in your life, right? So whether that's in business, just your mindset, whatever you want to do, it's talking about how to create freedom in your life, right? So I always get asked by a lot of people, and they always ask me, so what do you do on the side to shoot for your desire for complete life freedom? And I'm always like, that's a good question, right? So I wanted to shoot this video so you too can create that same desire as I have for freedom in my life, right? So that's very powerful, and there's two things that it boils down to, and it's mindset and basically business or influence, right? So that's the two things I'm going to be talking about here in this video. And hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have some value that you can take and implement in your life. All right, so first is mindset. Let's talk about mindset. You have to be clear on your why. Most important thing that I can say is you got to have a clear why, or you're not going to keep doing this path towards freedom, right? You're going to get stuck in the same ruts as you're currently in. So you got to ask yourself, why do you want freedom in your life, right? You got to constantly ask yourself this question because it's important, right? So you got to understand why you want freedom in your life, or you're not going to get freedom in your life, right? So are you sick and tired of working all the time and not being there with your family? Are you sick and tired of being broke, busted, and disgusted? Are you anything like me? You'll eventually come to a time in your life that you've just had enough, right? Plus, I always feel like I completely unfulfilled in my life, in my job. I feel like I'm unfulfilled, and I always want to be part of something bigger and have a larger purpose, right? So that's what kind of put me in that freedom seeking mindset. I like helping others, and I want to help others gain financial freedom, change their life, and really create a life they love, and by helping others start their online businesses, right? So that's basically what my why is. I just want to help others, and I want to help them change themselves and start online businesses like myself. And I just want you to really figure that out for yourself. It's important that you come up with your why and why you want to do this, right? Like, what is it for you, and why do you want the freedom? Do you want to quit your job, to travel, to spend more time with your family, whatever it is? Everybody has a different why. All right, so get very clear on that. And once you have the foundation, it's like building blocks. You have to start with the solid foundation, and once you have that foundation, you start building your way up. All right, so another thing to focus on is how to become an influencer. So this is so very, very important because you're going to have to become an influencer to build your business, and you're going to have to build your business for the freedom, right? So if you want complete life freedom, you're going to have to become an influencer, which basically means that you need to provide so much value into the marketplace, whatever niche you are in, so that people start following you. And when people start following you, you begin to build your brand. And your brand is the most important part of your business, yourself. You're building yourself, you're building your audience that you'll eventually sell to, that'll help you earn money to help you gain that financial freedom or that life freedom or whatever that freedom is to you. Okay, so you begin building your brand, and you begin building your authority and building your trust, because people, remember, people always buy from people, they don't buy from companies. So that's important to understand. So you're building your trust, and when you're building trust, that is when slowly but surely, and I mean slowly but surely, people will start buying things from you. This shit isn't going to happen overnight. It's not going to, you're not going to put out 2 videos on YouTube and 6 posts on Facebook and start advertising on Facebook, and all of a sudden all these people start flooding in. It's going to take time. Some people get lucky, but it's going to take time. It might take, you know, 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. Some people don't find success till 5 years in, but you will find it if you stay consistent and you have that why. It's so strong that you won't quit. Okay, so when people, because they trust you, they know that you have their best interests at heart. So you start building this trust, and then they understand that you're not there to be a scam artist, or you're not just trying to sell shit to people all the time. And that happens by becoming an influencer and always providing value in your marketplace, right? So the big question is, so how do I do that, or how do you do it, right? So it's like I'm doing today, right? I'm doing a video on YouTube, right? I'm building an audience. I'm doing stuff that's gonna help me gain traction in the marketplace, right? So first thing you want to do is get social. You have to get social, become an influencer. Duh, that's part of it, right? So there are many different social media platforms. I mean, you got Facebook, you got YouTube, you got Instagram, you got Snapchat, etc., etc. There's so many options out there, and if you're new to starting an online business and you're trying to get some influence in the market, just focus on one. Uh, no matter what that is, and I've said that in other videos. So you want to make sure you pick the one that you feel most comfortable with, whether it's video, whether it's Instagram, it's pictures, or it's Facebook post or blogging, whatever that platform that you feel most comfortable with. Focus on just that one and master it, right? So maybe you're coming from a more experienced background and you already have some social media platforms built up. Then maybe branch out to a new one that you haven't built up yet and start building on that one, as well as in addition to the ones that you're currently working on. All right, so that's a big important step, is your social media platform and building that audience and mastering each platform before you move on to the next. But become social, and everybody has a different style. So your style may be different than my style. My style is going to be different than somebody else's. So that's the very hard part, and that's the hard part that I've had to overcome, right? So I was really uncomfortable on video, and I still am kind of uncomfortable on video, and it's still very new to this. So as I do video after video, I get more and more comfortable, and I understand the process, and things start making more and more sense to me, right? So maybe your style is more of an educator. Maybe you like to be a teacher and you love teaching people things and educating people on different subjects, right? There's other people out there that are just pure lifestyle marketers, right? So they just show people their lives and how they're traveling the world, and that's what attracts their type of audience, right? So their audience might be different than an educator. An educator, their audience is going to be people looking to learn things in the marketplace, where a lifestyle influencer, people are looking to get that lifestyle. They want to be on the beaches and that kind of freedom, right? So there's different kinds of audiences out there, and you got to appeal to that type of audience. So you got to figure out what your niche is and how you want to become an influencer in that area. So you have to figure out what type of value you want to offer to the marketplace, which is pretty much the important part right here. So based on whoever you are, what resonates with you the most, right? So start producing content around the giving people value, showing your lifestyle, whatever it is in your particular niche, right? So becoming an influencer is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take patience, and do not be impatient about it. It may take 6 months, it may take a year, it may take 3 weeks, but it's going to take time. And mastering anything and becoming good and building an audience is going to take time, because it's building your trust and all kinds of stuff in the background that is needed for this, right? So remember, if you have a why defined, you will give it time, because you're so clear on that why, you won't give up on that, right? So that's why it's so important to have that why, because you're going to come up with many ups and downs in your journey to get complete freedom. And those down times, you're really going to need that strong why. It's going to need to ground you so hard, because it's much easier to come in and say, look, I'm going to do this, I'm going to try this for 1 month or 1 week, and you either hit your goal or you don't, and if you don't hit your goal, you just stop. And that'll happen if you don't have a strong why. If you have a strong why, then you'll battle through those hard times with consistency, and eventually get over that hump and that obstacle, and then you'll get an increase, right? And then all of a sudden you're like, oh crap, I just made some money, or I just improved my life. I just gave myself some free time. I freed up some time in my life. So no matter what that is for you, it's important to have that why. So, and basically that is how you become an influencer, right? So when you become an influencer, not only are you going to build your own business, right? Maybe you have your own product or service, or you're in affiliate marketing and you're promoting somebody else's offers, so you're actually still growing your own business, right? So what's going to happen is other people are going to start reaching out to you to promote their products and services as you start building a following and becoming more and more of an influencer. People are going to start seeing that you have a following, and they're going to start reaching out to you saying, oh, hey, can you do a review on this product, and we'll pay you, and things start to happen, right? So it becomes a really, really powerful thing when you become an influencer, because it starts duplicating. The more you produce content, and it just starts to build momentum. It's like a snowball effect, right? So hopefully this has inspired you, because I know it inspires me when I start talking about like this kind of stuff, like what is your why, how important is it to become free in your life, and how bad do you want it, stuff like that. I really like to talk to people about that, so that's why I wanted to do this video. I know it's kind of like a little off kilter, but I wanted to talk about it regardless, because I know how important it is to have my why, and I wanted to talk about that or teach that to you guys, right? So I hope it provided you some value and gives you some golden nuggets on what to do, no matter where you're at in your business, right? So you could be at the beginning of your business, the end of your business, experienced, not experienced. So no matter where you're at in your business, hopefully you got some kind of golden nugget out of this. And hopefully if you have questions or comments, you can leave them below, because I love to hear from you guys. Because, you know, at the end of the day, my goal for this channel is to help you figure this shit out, right? So guys, that's it for today. And I hope this did provide you some value, and if it did, please comment below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and provide me some comments. Let me know what you like, what you don't like, would like to see in the future, and I'll make that happen. All right, so peace out, and I will see you on the next video.